Morning, Daisy here. Wanted to do a quick health stream update. I just made my juice. So good. Today I'm gonna fast, juice fast. And this comes from the Medical Medium first book. And it is basically cucumber, celery, and apple. I happen to throw lemon in here because I didn't drink my lemon juice yesterday. So I threw it in here. And you just drink that every 2 hours, and the alternating hours just drink water. And do that for the day. Do that once every 2 weeks, and that should help you clean out your liver. So the Medical Mediums, really the main point of those books is that the tripod was on the cord, so I had to move it. We have a lot of toxins in us that feed viruses that we're not necessarily yet terribly familiar with as the cause of a lot of diseases, and nor how to treat them. I mean, if you don't know about them or that they're there and that they're causing illness, then how can you know how to get rid of them? And basically, he's talking about getting rid of them through food. So I wanted to point out, I was talking about intermittent fasting yesterday, which actually an article came out that Jennifer Aniston also does intermittent fasting. I'm not sure what she does, but the quote was that she saw significant results quickly. And it's true, you release a lot of water. I don't know that Jennifer Aniston had much to change. Doesn't appear that she does, but I've never seen her in person. So the Medical Medium and the intermittent fasting, why don't you hear much about this in regular society? Well, why? Because most of the messages you get in society are from marketing. And who markets? People who are selling things. No one is selling not eating. No one is selling, well, people are selling produce, but that's a natural way to lose weight, right? It's not a thing I can manufacture and sell to you. I can teach it to you. Maybe I could write a book about it, or other people can write a book about it. But you're not going to make that much money off of it. You can't prescribe it at a doctor, things like that. But these are the better answers and the main answers in fixing your health. And if you focus on health, then the weight will come off. If you focus on the weight and do things that people are selling you, you're probably going to yo-yo. Like I said, I've been doing this since I'm 12. That's 34 years. It's a long time to be doing stuff that's not working and really hurting your body in the process. I remember when I was young, I used to eat. When I was in college, I didn't have a lot of money, and I went to school in Philadelphia, so I ate very large. They have these braided pretzels, and they're so good because they're so thick, so they're not like cooked all the way, so they're really moist inside. Moist. And I would eat one of those a day thinking I was doing so good. Well, number one, they had no nutrition. Number two, they're about 1,200 calories a day, which is probably around what someone my size should eat. Maybe a little more. But it was all carbs, and it was all processed carbs, and gluten, which I shouldn't be eating gluten, but I've apparently most of my life eaten stuff that was bad for me, which is probably why it caught up to me. So they say, oh, with some people gluten doesn't affect. Well, maybe they just haven't eaten enough of it, right? I didn't grow up with many fruits and vegetables in my life, and maybe other people have. So we're all different. Anyway, so I'm gonna do this today to help detoxify my liver. There's other recommendations that he has. For me, I felt they were too difficult, so I wasn't even going to try. His main suggestion is for 28 days to just eat fruits and vegetables. I can't remember if they're raw or not, but possibly. But I know I'm not going to do that, so I'm not even going to try because it's going to make me feel bad about myself. in his liver rescue book, he has a protocol of 9 days, which doesn't seem like that big of a deal. I mean, the first 3 days you can eat whatever you want in addition to a lot of fruits and vegetables. The second, third 3 days, you eliminate your foods, but you can still eat a lot of food. They're just mostly fruits and vegetables. And then the last 3 days, you just juice. No. The day 6 and 7, you do the same thing where you're eating different fruits and vegetables and juicing, and then the last day you just juice. And I couldn't find a 9-day, I'm sure I could if I really wanted to, but a 9-day span where I could be that rigid with my eating, number one. And number two, I just couldn't see myself doing it, and I didn't want to get down on myself. So I wound up doing, I think I did the first 6 days, which is better than nothing, and maybe I'll try it again someday. But I do this 1 day every 2 weeks. Over time, I think that will be, anything is better than nothing. So that's basically what I wanted to tell you about the intermittent fasting and the juicing and the vegetables is, especially intermittent fasting. For juicing and stuff, you have to buy things. I'd rather buy healthy fruits and vegetables than buy pills. Also, if you're going to juice, you want to get a good juicer, especially one that contains all the stuff that comes off, because if you're juicing a lot, there's a lot of cleaning involved, and you're just going to want to make it easy as possible. So yeah, it's more money, but it's worth it over time. I've had mine for like 6 years already. They last, it's worth it. That's what, $60 a year. Are you going to buy a $60 juicer every year? No. Why would you do that? Because it's going to be miserable to use. I don't even think there are $60 juicers, maybe $100. So why not just make the experience as pleasant as possible? Also, if you're going to do smoothies and you're going to blend, you want to get a very good blender. I was using like a Magic Bullet type, the Vita Bullet, and then I got a Vitamixer, I think that's what it's called, and that was so much easier, and it blends it real quick. It's easy to clean, so it's worth it. So those are the things you have to buy for that. But in intermittent fasting, you're buying less food. So it saves you there. It's amazing how much you eat, or how much you don't know you eat until you don't eat, and then realize for much less amount of food, you're not hungry. And I don't have cravings. I never have cravings, which is great. Why? Because I'm getting the nutrients that I need. I'm not stuffing myself with fillers that aren't going to answer my body's questions or desires. So that's it. I don't think I have much more to say on that topic. I'm going to do a photo shoot because I'm feeling really good about the way I look, and want to capture that for posterity, because if I get a job, and I'm getting older, so I'll never look like this again. So I want to, show people when I'm in the nursing home. Look at this! I was sexy. All right. Peace out.